You know, if Orgeron had beaten UCLA and he didn't, I think it would have been hard. Pat Hayden didn't want him as a head coach. The people who were making the decision didn't want him as a head coach. The boosters did. Two of the biggest boosters USC had wanted him as a head coach. You lose to UCLA, they can't justify that hire then. If Clay Helton can win all those games and finally beat UCLA, because Jim Mora has dominated the Trojans, then I think Clay Helton has a chance. Now, he lost to Notre Dame. That's not going to help his cause, though.
All right, Miami, your gut feeling. Who becomes the leading candidate? Is there a guy out there for the Hurricanes job? I
think the guy who is right now the front runner would be Mario Cristobal. He played there. He was an assistant there. He was the head coach at FIU, took over an awful program, got him to 2 bowl games. By the way, he beat Charlie Strong when Charlie Strong was at Louisville, beat George O'Leary when they were good in Conference USA. He's been at with Nick Saban for the last 3 years. He was the National Recruiter of the Year last year.
Yeah.
So you look at it, Calvin Ridley, Deron Payne, Minka Fitzpatrick. Those are 3 of the best freshmen in the country. He got them.
If you're going to miss on a coach, this is my golden rule. Lane Kiffin may have been a miss, but he left the next coach with players. If you're going to miss on somebody,
on a recruiter.
Miss on a recruiter. John Blake for Oklahoma. He missed. Bob Stoops walked in and had 15 NFL guys. Who do you believe, if not Clay Helton, is the leading candidate for the Trojans?
You know, the guy who I think just lost to them. Kyle Whittingham, he grew up. He told me the other day, he grew up in Glendora, which is not far from here, till he was about 9th grade. He has had issues with his AD.
Yes.
Bad ones last winter. Now, he told me the other day that that's all past them, and I know he's got to say that. You know, if you're at Utah, I don't know. Can you consistently be a top 10 team?
No, I don't think you can get perimeter players with Mora and a new USC coach. You're not coming into L.A. and cherry picking. Now, Brian Kelly at Notre Dame's cherry picking California. Urban Meyer's cherry picking California.
You know, if I'm Pat Hayden, I'm really making a run at Brian Kelly to see if he has any interest in leaving.
Love him.
Been there 6 years. 6 years at Notre Dame is a long time, Colin, to deal with it.
You and I agree. I'm a huge Brian Kelly. I would love to see USC. If I don't get Clay Helton or Kyle Whittingham, I would go for that guy, Brian Kelly.